Welcome back to SAP Learning Studio. Today we'll learn about Line Item Browser Part 2. In Part 2, I have explained how we can navigate through the Line Item Browser output. In Part 1, I explained selection screen of the Line Item Browser. If you have missed it, then the links are given on the screen or in the description. Please go through it. In this video, we will learn about switch list, change header display, sorting, how we can sort the items, then how we can display the clearing transactions, how we can play with subtotals, and how we can change the layout, how we can create a new layout. So let's move on to the system. I will open FAGLL03. I have explained selection screen in detail in part 1. If you have missed it, please go through it. The links are given on the description. Once you enter the required data, then you need to click on execute and then output will be displayed. The output will be always displayed with your default layout, and then you need to sort it or create a new layout as per your requirement. First, we will discuss about that there are two types of list which you can view. One is the ALV list, which is displayed on the screen, and there is a one more output type called ABAP output. So for that, go on setting, click on switch list. This is called ABAP layout. As per your need, you can select a layout and you can play with it. Then next is change header. For this change header, I will go to ABAP layout, so which will be more appealing, and you can see the changes over there. Can you GL account, company account, and ledger? There are only three settings which are available over here. We can change those settings to the new one, or we can add or remove elements over here. To do this, go to settings, layout, current header rows. You need to click here, add a frame, then click on variables and characteristics. So we'll go with the characteristics. What we will do, we will add a key date. Open item at key date, click on OK. Open item is displayed, not the name or description is not visible over here. For that, again double click on it and see the text type. Here we need to select description, and now we can see that description is visible here. Now to view the date, click on add frames, go to characters, select open item at key date, and instead of text type description, you select value and click on OK. Once you done this, save it, go back. Open at key date is displayed over here. Users are ready to accept the report as it is, but they need some extra information on the header line. This way we can add the required information in the header line. Then we start with sorting. For sorting, now I will switch to again ALV display, which is more useful for us for any functional consultant. There are various fields displayed over here, but can you see there is a red arrow over here? Over here in this field, in company code, in status field, in assignment field, in clearing document, in document number, this output has been sorted on this particular field. See this upper arrow, this is the triangle facing upward and this is the triangle facing downward. Means this field has been sort in the ascending order, while this field has been sort in the descending order. So as and when we can select the field, if you need to change the sorting, we will change. We need to select the field, and there are two buttons: ascending order sorting and descending order sorting. You can click on that and your data will be sorted as per your latest sorting. So now have you observed that all the other arrows or the triangles has been removed from the output? Now there is only one red triangle which is at company code level, for which we have sorted the field. So if you want to sort it on a multiple things like company code, the first sort is on company code, then you need sort on posting date, and then you need sort on type. So you can do that. Change layout, sort order, add your field over there. First sort we'll need on company code, then posting date, and then document type. And this is the order in which you need a sort. You need a company code sort in ascending order or descending order, then posting date in ascending order or descending order. You need to select that appropriate button. So for document type, we will use descending order and we'll click on OK. See, so all the data now has been resorted as per our new sort order. So this is the first criteria, second criteria, and then third criteria. Now we'll move on to clearing transaction, display clearing transaction. So this is very good functionality present in the SAP where very few persons or few consultants are aware of it. You can display all your clearing transactions in a particular group. For that, once you get the output, click on environment and click on clearing transaction. Okay, here it is saying that no cleared items are exist because we have only selected open items and we have not selected all items. Cleared item only display when you select all item or cleared item. So we will select all items. We will execute it. We'll go to environment, display clearing transaction. See now, can you see that outgoing payment, invoice, payment difference, clearing invoice, invoice. So this particular one box is a set of invoice and payment. You can display whatever clearing transaction you have made for the particular period. You can display over here. This is very useful when you analyze the vendor payment or the customer payment. So at times there is a frequent requirement by the end users that we need a report where we can see that how the items or the how the invoices have been cleared. So you can give this report. It is very easy and SAP standard. Now we will move on to subtotal functionality. So the subtotal functionality is very unique and very useful. For an example, I will click on sum total. So all the for that particular column total has been created, and then I will select a column on which I need to add a subtotal criteria. For an example, I need a subtotal on posting date. So I will select the column and this is a symbol of the subtotal. I will click on this subtotal. So all my data has been subtotal on a particular date. So if you see my total is 0 and my all the subtotals are 0. So to have a better idea, we will only select an open item. So I will add subtotal at GL account level. Now can you see that each of my GL account has a subtotal and plus I have total of all the GL accounts. So that is in dark yellow line, which is my final total, and these are my subtotal. I can navigate through this collapse button, so I can view only the subtotal at the GL account, not all the items. If I want to view all the subtotals without any item level detail, so for that we need to go into setting, summarization level, define breakdown, and we need to select GL item. So now my data has been displayed only on a subtotal level without item details. So I can go, I can click if I want to view any of the GL account item, or else again I can go to setting, summarization level, define breakdown, click on non-total items, and all my data is displayed. Now there is one more way. You can also subtotal based on the dates or any other filter within this subtotal. For an example, from this data, we need to subtotal on posting date. So go to sort order, add a subtotal posting date into the selection, and you need to click on posting date. You need to select this particular checkbox of subtotal for the posting date. Now I will go on to the summarization level, define breakdown. See, now I have a total like this, a posting date and a GL account. So I will click on posting date. So I will get a total at the GL account for that particular posting date. So for the 4000 GL account, I have 25/4, 27/4, and 2nd May. So, so we can use subtotal functionality as per our need. Go to setting, summarization level, define breakdown, GL account level, and it is only based at the GL account level. Subtotal hierarchy is defined by this particular order. So GL account is the highest level of subtotal. Then under that posting date, if you want a reference under that, we can add that. We can click on a reference and we can move on to this one down. So now the my subtotal order is GL account is the highest level subtotal. Then under that posting date, and under posting date we have reference. We will move on to some basic display settings. Select the columns which you need from your right hand side to left hand side so that it will be displayed over here. Then if you want to move this posting date at the top, then there are few buttons. This is move at the top. Particular field will directly move at the top, or you can move that field at the bottom, or else we have button move down, or you can go and move up. Once you're done with selection, you need to save layout as per your need. Enter your layout name and a description. This particular mark denotes that it is a layout which can be used by any user. So all the user can use this layout if you have backslash in your name. So it's a global layout, and like this, if the default button is not checked, then this layout can be used by everyone, but they need to select the layout from the output. If this checkbox is selected at the time of saving, then all the users will have default output in this particular given layout SBA. Now there is one more functionality called user specific. Yes, for to save the user specific layout, you don't need to enter this backslash. So this denotes the SAP that this particular layout only visible to the user who is created. It will not be visible to the other users. And if you say this default, then for this particular user, it will be a default layout. So whenever you will execute the transaction code, items will be displayed as per this particular layout. If you don't select this default layout, user need to select this layout once he execute the transaction, and then you need to click on save. There is a one more way by which you can display your output in a desired layout, but for that you need to go back, and there is a field over here called layout. You can select the layout which you need from here, and the irrespective of whatever defaults you have set, your output will be always displayed in this particular given layout. I know it is very basic, but it is very important to understand how we can play with the output. Many of the finance requirement we can meet through this output. You don't need to do any a special development or a custom development. Thank you again. If you like my videos, please like, comments and share, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.